There are more than 40 million Americans with some type of dysautonomia and fewer than 70 board-certified autonomic nervous system disorder specialists in the United States. Obviously, all of these numbers in each state indicate how many specialists there are in that state. Nearly half of the 50 states, 24 of them, do not have a board-certified autonomic nervous system disorder specialist within that state. This is why it is so critical to expand dysautonomia clinician education. Most medical schools in the US offer up to 2 hours of instruction on dysautonomia, if they even offer it at all. 2 hours or less. And this is why so many dysautonomia patients are facing such astronomical diagnostic delays. A recent patient-reported cross-sectional survey found that the average diagnostic delay for dysautonomia patients from the onset of symptoms to finally getting their correct diagnosis is 7.7 years. Almost 8 years. The lack of dysautonomia clinician education is why so many dysautonomia patients are misdiagnosed. One study found that 83% of POTS patients were misdiagnosed with a psychological condition before finally receiving their correct POTS diagnosis. Now, this 83% is a POTS statistic. POTS is one of the most common types of dysautonomia. So if 83% of patients with one of the most common types of dysautonomia were misdiagnosed, imagine how much higher that misdiagnosis rate is in people with the less common, less talked about types of dysautonomia. And the problem is not just the misdiagnoses, it's not just the long wait times, it's not just getting the diagnosis, it's getting the diagnosis and then having an impossible time of accessing or maintaining care. There being fewer than 70 board-certified autonomic nervous system disorder specialists in the United States for more than 40 million Americans living with some type of dysautonomia is unacceptable. It's a system failure. Patients waiting years just to get that first appointment, not to mention how long you then have to wait for testing, getting the diagnosis, trying to figure out treatments. Now, this was something we specifically addressed when I and many others with Dysautonomia International went to the Capitol in May 2025. We met with members of Congress and their staff, and we asked for more funding to hopefully help build a dysautonomia clinician education program. This lack of dysautonomia clinician education is a huge part of why so many dysautonomia patients are facing astronomical wait times, why misdiagnosis is so common in this community, and why it takes years and years and years to finally get the correct diagnosis and start the right treatments. We're really looking forward to next week, where we will once again be speaking with our congressional representatives for Dysautonomia Advocacy Week. So if you're able, keep spreading the word. Every voice helps.